It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. The spirit of these fans not dampened by the weather. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Nice and dry up here in the booth. But Greg, rain throughout the day. Going to rain on into the night. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these players.
Yeah, Mike, and even as you said it, you're exactly right. Down on the field before the game, the field looked in really good condition. But the number one decision, you got to be in there as a player, talking to your equipment staff, get the right cleats. The length, are they molded? Are they screwing? How deep are they screwing? Make sure when you come out and that game kicks off, you are confident in your footing. Don't let a couple bad plays go against you early, and then you got to kind of change shoes and scramble. Get that done in pregame, confident going in, and let the game unfold the best it can.
To return, it's Brandon Powell. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
I think it's fair to say that the trajectory of his career hasn't gone exactly according to plan. But you don't get drafted as the 3rd overall pick unless you have a ridiculous amount of talent. He's bounced around a few places throughout his career. He's had some ups and downs. But when he's on his game, he is as talented a thrower as there is in the NFL, and an impressive outing today could go a long way in making him back a full-time starter.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now the man who moved inside the NFC North, the former Packer, Aaron Jones. Third and 6. Darnold to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On the ground now with Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Open man, left side, he's got it. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
That is such a critical area on the field, Mike, between the hash marks and the numbers. Everyone wants to control the middle of the field. Every offense is targeting it. So what does the defense do? They really pack it. So for a quarterback to be able to put this ball out on the perimeter, it just really stresses these defenses.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin Eckler now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Quarterbacks like him are just so hard to defend, Mike, because not only can they beat you with their arm and their ability to process and spread the ball out to the other playmakers, but it's their ability to hurt you when things break down. It's just hard to defend plan B, plan C. You might defend plan A really well, but man, I'll tell you, you just can't simulate his speed in practice. You can't simulate his ability to make guys miss and extend plays. And when that coverage breaks down or that defensive front doesn't get home, he can make you pay in a lot of different ways. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Vikings offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Jefferson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They'll send him over to the left. Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
If your quarterback is going to make a habit, Mike, of operating outside the numbers or the outer third of the field, you better neutralize the EMO. So what EMO stands for is the end man on the line. It could be a defensive end, a linebacker, or any walked-up perimeter player who is responsible for setting the edge. You have to get them accounted for, because if not, you better keep your quarterback in the pocket, or else you're going to suffer a lot of sacks.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Daniels.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first two drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their third series to see if they can make it happen.
Here's Powell to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Darnold to throw on second down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. On the option, here's Robinson. And he's going to have the 1st down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's a designed run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Vikings with the edge. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Third down, 3 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll give it to Eckler on the option. He'll get this right to the 20-yard line. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Second down and 8. They run it once more with Eckler. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first. He slams it in there, and he is in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Austin Seibert now for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Commanders will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Powell now to bring it back. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. Got a man left side, it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch and they can't get out in front.
To the right side, this is Jones. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
So on 4th down, here comes John Parker Romo for the Viking field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Austin Eckler out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That's caught once again by Hawkinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, You have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw again is Darnold. He's got his man, Jefferson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Darnold to throw again. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. Here's Darnold again. We'll get this complete. It's Addison again. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Darnold to the air once more. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. It is brought in the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we come upon halftime, and the visitors, the Vikings, on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically, where the coach is Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He runs with it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The visitors' offense and Jordan Addison getting ready to get back on the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Jones, and nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down as an incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away. It is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Darnold. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To the air again is Daniels. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The Commanders about to send this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Here's Darnold. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. He runs straight ahead with Jones. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. He won't gain a lot of traction there. Down only to the 24. Darnold. He's going to run it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. 12 yards there and a first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. On the handoff, Jones. Oh, a loose football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, Minnesota.
Now, Darnold. That one taken in. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
A try here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Vikings will take a 21-7 lead.
Commanders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Returning is Igbenogany. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Back to the 3rd-round pick, Luke McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He'll get that to Zacchaeus. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down. Throwing again, Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And the Commanders are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's the option, running right, and he'll go down, back at the 4.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he will score! Game on! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Powell now to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. He'll run again. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. There's that man again. Another catch.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Jones. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. They run it once more with Jones. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Again, it's Jones. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. They'll put Addison in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
So a big one coming here for the kicker, John Parker Romo. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one online, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.